looking at Ashley. I'm going to squeak the squeaky door. So if he's not deaf, he has some hearing impairment, I would guess. Here I am, 99 dogs out of 100 will look at this squeaky door, and he's not. So that's an anomaly. It's unusual. Let's get to the bottom of it. Notice he's not doing it. He's watching my movement. Go ahead. See if you can get his attention. Keep cool. Yep. That's fine. That's the end of this video for today. All right, we're out with Traeger. You see the handler is relaxed. There's no tension on the leash. I am concerned that he has some level of hearing impairment. It's highly unusual that he doesn't look at squeaky toys, and she's moving along nice. So we're going to use hand commands. He's heeling on the left, no tension. She's going to make a left turn. So now, then when she slows down, she's going to come to a stop and use a hand command for sit. And then she's going to praise him. Right. So this is a little unusual. Now she's standing up straight. She's stepping out with her left foot, and she's going to walk. The dog walks. So behaviorally, the obedience is going fine. We're modifying because we're not talking. She's going to make a left. She turns into him. He's on the left. She can go fast. He's happy, mouth open. She can go normal. She can make a left. She can go slow. The dog will adjust to her pace. She'll come to a stop. She'll give him a second. She uses a hand command. No food. Love, love, love. Now I'm going to ask her to give her put the leash in her left hand, put a stay command with a hand, and pivot out with her right. Normally we don't use hand commands, but in this case we have to. So there's some anomaly. She's going to go back to his side and praise him. So the behavior part is good, but watch when I squeak a toy. The dog doesn't even look, which is highly unusual. And you hear this incessant whining. I'm not sure what that is. She's going to step out with her left. We're going to give him some playtime by himself on the field. So we talk about free time and when the dog is on a leash. We're going to give the dog an opportunity to run, pee, poop. The leash and collar stays on. And the thing is, she's very sighted, meaning she's using her eyes more than an average dog would be. But she's staying with the handler now because I think I'm going to bang the door. I don't think she might have heard vibration and she might hear certain pitches, but she's certainly not responding like an average dog would to noise. So it could be some impairment. We'll have to figure this out. All right, so we're playing around. So we're just always moving the ball forward a little. There goes Traeger over one jump, two jumps, and then he's going to go to his place. He goes to his place, and he stays there for food. She gives him a treat. The only time the dog gets food is on his mat or in his crate, period. That's dinner. We are continuing to give him hand commands because we're not sure about his hearing impairment. There's definitely something that he doesn't respond to, but she's gonna take and put him back. This isn't solid yet. This is what we'll be working on for the next 3 days. And it's nice and relaxed. She walks away. When she turns and gets low, the dog will come to her. Then you love the dog when you're down low. You don't touch the dog unless his 4 feet are on the ground and he comes to you. That's when the love happens. Great, great training. Traeger, continuing our boarding school. We're kind of wrapping up. We're putting all the pieces of puzzle together. Here he is on his placemat in the parking lot, and we're doing distractions. You know, he does respond to certain noises. I don't know if it's the vibration or the pitch. Most important, the leash and collar is always on until he's got all these behaviors solid. That's both inside and outside the house.
When we tell him to go place, he goes to a mat or a kennel, and that's the only place in the world that he gets a treat. He still whines, but that's not something we're worrying about. It actually is getting significantly better, but he does still whine. So I'm going to wait for a dog to come out, and we'll see how he... All right, so again, there's a lot of distraction. There's Traeger. You see his ears come forward when he sees another dog. But he's not getting up. He's on his place. That's a mat where he only gets his food. So this is pretty nice, and he should be able to stay there for about 20 minutes easily. We notice he's in the shade. Obviously, if there's a loose dog, then that's not fair. But this should not distract the dog. So this is an amazing, I think an amazing point of obedience. Solid. Okay, so Traeger's been there for about 20 minutes. He eventually stops whining. Now we move the distance. Ashley's about 20 feet away. She's going to get low and see if he comes. Go ahead. Leash and collar has to be on. Take the collar off, take the leash off, and you go backwards. All right, finishing up our training, we're up at the Ronkonkoma train station. This is where the rubber meets the road. All the obedience is worthless if it can only be done in your kitchen or living room. So we're out here in the world of many, many distractions. Ashley's going to step out with her left, and the dog's going to walk nice and calmly through all the distractions. She can go fast, and he goes. She can go normal pace, good. She can go up the stairs. She can go right or left, whatever she wants. She can go down the stairs. So this is huge. Notice she's relaxed. There's no tension. There's birds, there's people, there's different surface changes, there's echoes, and Traeger's just handling this perfectly well. We're going to go through this. Remember, this is a dark tunnel with light, different surfaces. So he's doing great. We're going to take him to a place. She corrects him when he gets distracted by movement. Dogs get distracted by movement and sound. So we're going to give notice his tail is up, his mouth is breathing. She's going to... Everything is initiated by her. There's a lot of distraction. She's going to put him in his place. Remember how nice this is. He's taught to go to this place. You have to reinforce this. If you don't do this correctly, he's not going to do it. She gives him a treat. The only time he gets food is with his treat. Now, if she wants to hang out with him, she can go sit down next to him and have a love fest. You want to talk to your dog? You want to touch your dog? You want to love the dog? You get down. When she stands up, she's going to give him a stay command and walk away and turn your back and go. And this is a beautiful park-like setting. When she wants him, she'll just get a little closer for now, get low, pick up the leash, and off she goes. So it doesn't get better than this. He's happy. How do you know? Look at him. Does he look oppressed? This is not heavy-handed training. This is balancing out. Traeger! Notice that there's a lot of sounds that he's not reacting to. I'm going to cut, and we'll see what else. Again, look at how relaxed. There's no tension. She could actually drop that leash for a second, and the dog will stay on her side. Let's see 2 hands. Let's see your hands. No hands, Mom. Good. So we're moving into high school, college. Make a left. Come towards me. Good. All right, that's good. Now come to a stop and give him a hand command. And just wait. Just relax. So we're in high school, so we're above and beyond where we should normally be. I'm sorry. Then she's going to pick up the leash. She's just going to step out with her left foot. There's no tension, and he will follow right along. Right along. He's not distracted by noise. He's not distracted by movement, people, animals. He's perfect relaxed. He's on his way to high school. Make a left, left, come to a stop. Oh, move. America's Most Wanted. Drop the leash. Come over towards me. Come over, nice and relaxed. Help him. Good. So he made a slight mistake. He made a slight mistake. Here comes a train. What is that? It's a pterodactyl. He's not moving. I'm Mike the Mayor of Poundstown, USA, and Director of Training at Poundstown University. Here we have our little friend Traeger, who, you know, has some little idiosyncrasies. We're finishing our training. He's doing very well obedience-wise. However, the whining, and I'm not 100% sure if he has a hearing impairment or not. So here's our top 10 list. Don't look, talk, or touch. So in many ways, a deaf dog is actually better off because it prevents humans from talking to them if they don't hear anyway. So they don't speak English. So for everybody, don't look, talk, or touch your dog unless the dog you want to interact with the dog. The dog is always in one of two places: under your supervision, on a leash and collar that drags, or in his den. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Go place. Place. So he goes to place on this mat. This is the only time he gets a morsel of food is when he goes to his place. So if you have, that's it. Every food, every feeding. Now, as you can see, we're supervising him. So his leash and collar's on. He's still not allowed out. When I want him, I lower my gravity. Okay, good boy. I help him. Good boy. And then I love him. I get low. This is when I touch and talk, when I'm low. When I stand up, the dog becomes invisible. He doesn't get lured into his crate. He goes there voluntarily. So, I'll demonstrate that. I stand up. Good boy. And there's a tendency to talk, even though I don't know if he hears. I point, and he goes in his crate, for which he gets his food, his regular meal. You do this intermittently and randomly. You don't put a dog in a crate when you go, just when you're going to bed or just when you're leaving the house. Now, I close it. Now I can go take a shower, do whatever I'm going to do. And it should be in a quiet place, not in the middle of Grand Central Station. We're doing this for demonstration purposes. So it should be in a quiet place. Dog must be released, so he can't come out unless I release him. It looks like this. Okay, good. Okay, I got low, and he's still a little uncertain with me. Frankly, he works with Ashley more than he works with me, so he performs better with her. So now he's free to roam around. Good boy. Dogs should never cross human boundaries, meaning he shouldn't be jumping on furniture. Everything's initiated by us, so I'm going to get low and see if he'll come to me. Good boy. Yeah. So that was the initiation. He comes to me, and I love him when I'm down here. When I stand up, he becomes invisible. Stepping on my top 10 list. Whoop, good boy. Every time I was being initiated, never yell. So that's a kind of a good part. I have had a completely deaf dog once before, and then they're required to pay attention to you. So they actually make better obedience. They're not distracted. Dogs need to adapt to us. We can't become dogs, so they have to learn the rules of the house. And when you're consistency, set balance for the dog. That's it. He's done. Going home tomorrow. He's getting a bath. Good job, Ashley, Professor.